Hey folks, this is Matt Rainwater, and today we're going to be reading episode 49 of Trailer Park Warlock. In this episode, we finally get to see the battle between Jessica Revanstone and Jacques Pointu. Let's get into it. Let's not dally any further, right? Hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit. Alright, here we go. Lady Revanstone has delivered the first blow and seems poised to finish off Pointu in mere seconds. His fate hangs on a decisive, immediate course of action. feels like a recap in Dragon Ball Z, just a little bit. Just what the hell did I do? What I do to deserve all this? Merde. By the way, this episode has some of my favorite panels from season 2. Just like some of my favorite drawings that I've done. I like that. I haven't really done that in a while. That split thing. Anyway. Trailer Park Warlock, the whole damn enchilada. Pointu makes a run for his staff. Zrak. Boom. What a save by Pointu. Nolement. Try to remember what Nolement. Oh, it means nothing, I think. Yeah. Zra, boom. Forgive me, Henry. You bastard. You bastard. Damn, that's cold. Pointu, seemingly unable to defend himself, has made a shield of one of the bloodbinds. Unbelievable. Come out and face me, coward. Zrak. King. King. Boom. So that's the other thing about this Crack-a-Bell spells. It's very bouncy. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why we keep a barrier up for your protection. One bloodbind is now vulnerable on the field, raising the stakes for both players. So Pointu's now looking at the sigil in his hand. Bien sûr. This is turning into a highly unusual match tonight. Pointu returns to stand his ground, but without any means of recourse. What are you playing at, Pointu? Is this revenge or suicide for you? You may have the final blow, madame. You're willing to die? What is this? What are you doing? Making a fool of chance through change. Forgive my French accent, y'all. What did you say? Madame, I have no secrets to reveal. But for you, I think you have many secrets that would delight this audience tonight. He's attempting to force her hand. But for death? Sure, he is playing some sort of feint. What is a feeder, madame? We are vampires, no? Vampires that never receive the gifts of the bite. What a mystery indeed. It is only through transfiguration that this can be. But transfiguration? The abyss? Shut up. I would be relishing this moment any other day. Me too, love. There is no secret to the abyss. It is known to all who walk with the night. What is an abyss, madame, but a miserable little pile of secrets? And what, or might I ask who, is the secret? Pointu dropping a Castlevania reference. Is he saying what I think he's saying? Glamourmancy. The whole damn enchilada is glamourmancy. So basically, Bev and Darla have picked up on the fact that glamourmancy was what was used on them, right, to make them look as feeders, and basically they figured out that that's literally the situation for everybody else. The abyss speaks for itself. The darkness does not hide; it bears witness. It hides, madame. It hides in plain sight. In this arena. Shut up! Zrak. Pointu gets his arm shot off. Zrash. Thump, thump, thump. C'est merveilleux. To be continued. One of my favorite I was trying to say part and point. One of my favorite parts and one of my favorite points in the story of season 2 of Trailer Park Warlock. It's definitely I definitely designed this moment to be like, oh my god, right? And hopefully it still comes off that way for people reading this. I still like the way the arc of how this arm drops. It still works. For the most part, it still works. I'm glad to see. So some thoughts, right? I like this episode still, which I'm glad. You know, there are a lot of episodes I feel that over time have become a little bit crunchy, but this one still holds up. One of my favorite, like, Pointu moments, because it's him at his most, like, his most rat-assed, his most, like, wily, and we get an idea of, like, how Pointu came to be Pointu, right? He is a crafty individual, very intelligent, very fast on his feet, which we wouldn't really know from having seen him at the beginning, right? But now we're seeing him in his we're seeing Pointu in full force. We're seeing him understand, like, the fact that he wasn't able to cast magic because of the sigil, right? The will of abandon. And the sigil that freed him of his curse was also keeping him from being able to fight in this match. And so now that he has that off of his body, quite literally, we're about to find out that maybe he stands a chance now. We'll see. Anyway, until next time, y'all can follow me on social media, right? On Twitter, it's at Matt J. Rainwater. Instagram, at Matthew Rainwater. And patreon.com/Matt J. Rainwater. Before we go, I just had some more final thoughts, right? What I was going to say is, this episode was probably there's been many single points where it's just like, oh, okay, season 2 is all about Pointu. This was another one of those points where during the weeks that I was writing these episodes, I became pretty obsessed with that character because I just found myself fascinated with him, fascinated with the potential of, like, what I could write with him. I was having a lot of fun with that. And there's not anything necessarily wrong with that, but there was also, I did notice that there were a lot of readers that were noticing this and kind of feeling like this is becoming the Pointu show. And one of the general complaints about season 2 is that Jake really does take a backseat. And I've talked about this before. For some people, this was awesome and they loved it, and for others, they just hated it. They just, I think season 1 really set up the expectation that we were going to be seeing Jake do everything all the time. And I wanted to break up that expectation, less for the readers and more for myself, because I did want to write a story that was able to explore this world without too much fixation on any given particular perspective. And that does make it a little bit harder to write a story that keeps an audience involved, and I recognize that. It's also more fun, quite frankly. It is also more fun to be able to, like, change it up from time to time and go in a direction that was previously unexpected. Does it have pitfalls? Yes. You can lose the attention of people who are particularly, glued to the main character. And I definitely remember getting comments where people are like, I prefer stories that focus only on the main character. I understand that. And like I said earlier, that wasn't what I wanted to do. And I will say that it was one of those things that kind of negatively affected my readership for this story. In a pretty big way, too. Like, if I remember correctly, I lost about half of my reading audience during season 2. Which is not a big, I mean, it's not a small thing, right? It's a pretty big deal. Still glad I did this, though. I had so much fun writing season 2, and we'll see how I feel at the end when we get to the end of this season. I still feel like this is one of my best written seasons, and I hope to outdo that. But in comparison to all the stuff that I've written so far, I'd say still kind of feel like this is the best one that I've written thus far. Nevertheless, I keep moving forward because I want to outdo this season. I want to execute some ideas that blow this season out of the water from my own viewpoint, my own standpoint. Because as much as I like it, I also recognize all the faults in it and all the, all the little things I could have done better, and I want to follow that intent through into season 4 and season 5, right? But those are coming in time, right? I've got at least a year. It's going to be about a year before I'm done with all that. So anyway, until next time, if you are enjoying my thoughts and commentary on Trailer Park Warlock, on my baby, y'all, I think I already went through the social media. I'm sorry, y'all. But please, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. I will get back to y'all on whatever comments y'all leave. And hope you are having a good day, all right? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.